I wanted to keep this bundle kind of more basic because I know that not everyone either wants a primer, although I do recommend it, or, you know, I tend to go through my foundation a lot faster than I go through primer. So maybe you don't need a primer, but if you want to add to your bundle, so the bundle I've done is 3 products, and that's a savings of 15%. But if you want to add more to your bundle, if you add a 4th product, you're going to save 20% off of everything instead of 15. And then if you needed to add like a second item, maybe you need a brush, maybe you need a setting product, maybe, you know, you want to add a lash primer or the lash serum or anything else, 5 products is going to save you 25% off of everything in your bundle instead of the 15 off of the base model that I've put together this week. And if you don't want the bundle I did this week, you can literally build your own bundle. There's a couple things that aren't included, but most everything is. So I'm gonna show you how we can use palette 6 to do a full face. I know I've done this before. I really like doing it because I love products that are versatile, and I know that, you know, some people, they don't want a whole bunch of stuff. It just gets confusing for some people. So using the eyeshadow palette, so actually I should say, Younique does not endorse using the products in ways that they're not made to. So we're not really supposed to be using eyeshadow for not eyeshadow purposes, but I just gotta put that out there. But I think this is really cool because I know some people, they want less things in their makeup bag. So I'm just gonna grab my bronzer brush, my contour brush, the one that I normally use for bronzer. Now this is the lighter brown. This has quite a bit on there. So I'm gonna just kind of get rid of some first because I don't need all of that on one side of my face. That's a lot. And we're just gonna dab a little bit down here too. And now we're just gonna, and I'm having a really hard time just trying to figure out like what my schedule should be because she doesn't nap in the morning anymore. And then usually by afternoon when she's napping, I get really sleepy. And so I've been tending to nap while she's napping. And then I don't really like going live when she's up and awake because, like, I don't want to get interrupted. I don't like getting interrupted. Give you any tips. We're going to use, these 2 are good blush colors from palette 6. So this one is the one I've used in the past. It's kind of dark for my skin tone because I'm quite pale, right? So I'm actually going to try using Impressive today as blush. So I'm going to do the same thing I did with the bronzer brush. I'm just going to kind of squish it flatter so that I don't pick up, whoops, and then I'm grabbing the wrong color. Let's just brush that off. That way I don't pick up the colors next to it because I don't want to get that brown in with my blush, right? And then same thing, I'm just going to kind of dot it out just so that I don't get it too much on one side. And then we're just going to do. Yeah, and I just put it on like I would blush. So I didn't get too much. See, this shade is a much, much better shade for me for blush than the darker color. Okay, so we did blush, so we used Impressive for blush. We're going to do brows right from here too. So here is my brow brush. Brow artistry brush. Where's my spoolie one? We're just going to and I am going to use the darker brown for my brows. Those don't look too uneven, so I think I'm just gonna accept that this one always sits back further. Let's see here. I need to bring it in just a little bit, but I'm probably gonna end up making it look bigger because that's what happens every time. And then we end up in this like matching war, trying to get both brows to look the same, and it just doesn't always work. All right, so there's brows, and then of course, oh, highlight, we didn't highlight yet. so you got two highlight options in here as well. So we've got this pink one that's like I call it like a foil sparkle because it's got bigger sparkly pieces. And then there's Lofty, which is like that gold kind of sparkle. I'm going to use the pink one. I don't know, I really like the pink, which is called Delightful. It's a really pretty highlight, which is why it is like the lowest one in my palette because I use it for highlight quite often actually. Blend that in. All right, so there's highlight, but yeah, this is palette number 6. So yeah, so this is in the bundle that I did for this week. I included this because with the foundation and a mascara, it's like literally everything you need to do a full look if you wanted to. Even though Unique does not recommend using the products on your face versus eyes. So I'm just going to set, just because some people could react, they're formulated for your eyes. So I got to say that technically we're not supposed to do that. All right, so I'm just going to put the setting powder underneath my eyes. I didn't use my new concealer today, you guys, because I wanted to do this demo as for the bundle. Because I said it's all you need for a full look. So that's what I really wanted to stick to that theme. Even though I love the new concealer, I love that it contains skincare ingredients. So it contains a few of the same ingredients actually as the Uplift Beauty Oil. So it's really going to treat and nourish your skin as well as providing really high coverage, which is really awesome. Okay. All right, so actually, I don't even want to start with the fluffy crease brush. We're going to start with the crease brush. And I'm going to go for like more of a pink look today. So I'm going to use Blazing here. Blazing really reminds me of the Press Single Fervent, which I love. So I'm just going to work this into that outer corner, into the crease. And we're going to come out in a little bit of a kind of smoky eye. Looks kind of splotchy, but that's okay because when we come in with the blending brush, that's all gonna blend out. So I'm just gonna try to create like a nice smoother line underneath here out to this corner. It's looking kind of just like random right now, so we're just gonna try to create more of a defined edge in a sense. I don't want it to look like a harsh edge, but I do want it to look more intentional than what it was looking. It was looking all splotchy and not the best. So we're just going to like so. And then we're going to do a 3-color look today, I think. So next, we're going to come in with the regular shadow brush. And we're going to use Impressive. So that's the one I used for my blush. Like I said, you could use this color, Blazing, for blush as well. You're going to want to take very little to start. I have definitely used Blazing in the past as my blush. I find for me, it's a little on the dark side because I am so pale. I'm working with one eye because I don't know how far we're going to get here. Okay. Alright, so we're just kind of blending Impressive in. On my lid. And then I'm going to use Delightful, which is the one I used for my highlight. So this one. And we're going to pack that into this corner to give us that kind of like pop that I like on the inner corner of my eye. And then I'm going to use the same, and I'm going to bring it right underneath here. Now, eyeliner is definitely one item you could add to your look or into your bundle. You are not it. You are not it. You are it. Oh, I was too aggressive there, and we got outside of where I was trying to put it, but that's okay because I was going to come in for a little bit of a thicker line on top, so we're just going to work that back in. Okay, and then mascara. So I put Twisted in the bundle because, as you guys probably have heard, I'm kind of obsessed. It's just my favorite right now because, not that there's anything wrong with the fiber mascara, but I get like the same results as 4D, but I just love the little wand. So right now I'm using the silicone wand. This is going to give me kind of my base coat. Oops, I slipped. I'm trying to like rush. Base coat, and then we're going to come in with the skinnier wand. And this is what really, I feel like, has me sold on Twisted, because it just does a really good job at creating more lift, but it gets these little bitty lashes in the corner. Literally lashes I did not know existed because I'd never seen mascara, because it's just usually like you can't get the big wand in there without making a mess, so we just like avoid it, right? But now you don't have to. And it gets like all the ones down here really, really well. So this is great if you have really short lashes, because what you can do, instead of starting with the silicone wand, you're going to want to start with this itty bitty one. Get all your itty bitty lashes covered, and then go in with the silicone wand. So I always like to just go back in for another coat, just to give it a little bit more volume and increase that lash length. And there we go. So that is this week's bundle. I know it's already Friday, so I think I'm going to keep this one running for the last week of the month, so going the next week, and I'm going to throw in another bundle for this week, and stay tuned for that. So Addiction Shadow Palette 6, if you don't like Shadow Palette 6 and you want to get a quad, or like I said, build your own bundle, you can literally pick anything. There's certain products, like lip products aren't included, as well as skincare, but almost everything else is included. So you can build your own bundle, or you can grab one of the ones that I suggest. I'm having a lot of fun making my own bundles to show you guys. So yeah, so foundation, Addiction Shadow Palette 6, and the Twisted Mascara is a $24 savings in this week's bundle. Like I said, 15% off, but if you needed a primer, you can add a primer on. You're going to save 20% on your primer and these. If you needed setting product or a brush, again, 5 products, you're going to save 25% off everything instead of just the 15. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions at all, I'd be happy to answer any and all questions. And if you need help building a bundle or picking out your foundation, please let me know, and I'm happy to help. Even if maybe you're not interested in purchasing right now, you just want to know what shade you are, let me know.